What is going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we are once again going to be talking about sticker investing. Again, I put out a poll a couple days ago. Seems like sticker investing is what you guys want me to mainly focus on, at least until the Paris sale is done. I know a lot of people are excited to be talking about other topics, and I'm really excited for the direction and growth of this channel going forward in the future as we begin to dive into more and more topics. But first, obviously, with the Paris sale going on right now, Paris is the most important. We need to maximize our profits, maximize our gains, and maximize, our research and studies and effort and everything. Obviously, there's only so many hours in the day. There's only so much mental brain power and capacity and all this stuff. So we're focusing mostly on Paris, Stockholm, and Antwerp. I think they're all three really great choices right now going forward in the future. Some of the best choices in the market. Now, might there be some better ways to make more money? Yeah, sure. But I really do think that for a majority of people, these are going to be your best bet. And today, we're going to be diving into the past majors, Stockholm and Antwerp, the two other borderless sets in the modern Counter-Strike era, and looking at what made the stickers, or a couple of these stickers from those sets, what made them good investments, what made them pop, what made them have great ROIs over time, not just what made the most expensive stickers most expensive, what made the stickers with the best ROI have the best ROI, and see if we can use any of that information and takeaways into finding out what is going to be the best choices for Paris. Of course, I have my Buff affiliate link, Buff Market, first link in the description below if you guys want to get signed up using Buff Market, a chance to get some capsules, stickers, all kinds of CSGO items for, cheaper than you can on the Steam market, and obviously it's a way to support the channel, and if you're interested in selling any of your CSGO items or skins or whatever for cash, hit me up on Twitter, maybe we can do a cash trade, maybe we can get a deal done. But with that being said, let's get right into this. So, looking back at Stockholm, from the end of the Stockholm sale to the peak, we had the best returns. I want to look at the top five, I guess, from each of these different categories and see if we can find any takeaways. So the five best returning stickers from the group, we have Maus. Obviously, Maus is red. At the time, it was unique. It is no longer unique. It has a kind of cult fan base. And yeah, overall, I do think it is a good looking sticker. I think it is good looking. I don't know if this is going to be cut off by my head or whatever, but yeah, we'll make sure you guys can see some of this. So, but I'll put myself down here, I guess. So from Maus, we see that it was red, cult fan base, good looking, not unique, but obviously that is because we now recently have the Paris one, but at the time it was unique, so that is definitely something to factor in. Tai Lu, obviously we can pull up the Tai Lu holo right here real quick. Obviously, if you guys don't know what the Maus looks like, I'm sure most of you do. This is the Maus Stockholm. It's a little bit shiny. It's a simple red logo, looks really good. It had the best returns from the end of the Stockholm sale to the peak. Next up, we got Tai Lu. Same type of deal here again. I think it's a very good looking sticker. It is cool. It's unique. It's a dragon. There is no Tai Lu in Antwerp or Paris, so this one is going to be unique. This is going to be red. It's going to be good looking. A lot of good things there. And again, obviously good looking can be very subjective, but I think for the most part, people can look at it and see, hey, that's a cool sticker. That's not a cool sticker. Obviously, tastes are going to vary, but at the end of the day, I don't think many people are going to argue that Tai Lu is not like a cool sticker. Maybe it's a little bit complex. Maybe it's a little bit over the top. Obviously, Maus is more simple. Tai Lu is more complex, so I don't really think there's too much to take away there. Of course, next we have the Sharks, which are now actually, they have bumped down a little bit. So what's interesting here is that we have Maus. At the end of the sale rank, it was 4th, and we have Tai Lu at 8th. So both of these were top 10 stickers at the end of the sale, but only one of them was top 5, and they were the two best performing. So again, keeping that in mind for Paris, if we look at Paris right now, that would be like the number 4 sticker and the number 8 sticker having the two best returns. That would be, I believe, Pain Gaming, or I guess Gamer Legion at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be like Gamer Legion and Fluxo having the two biggest returns, just so you guys can kind of keep that in mind, putting this into perspective. Next up, we have Sharks, obviously, is the third best. Again, Sharks, this is actually going to be a blue, white, more of a white, but some blue, white, blue. Again, this is going to be unique. This is just unique to Stockholm. And again, I think it is good looking. I think it is a cool logo, but again, it's interesting. It's something different. We have Tai Lu and Sharks as even more complex ones, but still very cool. Next up as the 4th best. Also, Sharks started out at the end of the sale as 22nd. Peak rank was 19, and today's rank is 19, meaning this has always been one of the cheapest stickers in the set, but from the end of the sale to the peak, it had 53x returns. This was absolutely insane. Again, the 22nd ranked sticker, that would be like right now if Mongols, I believe, is the 22nd. Yeah, if the Mongols was the 3rd best performing sticker. So again, keep in mind, what we're learning is that it's not just the stickers at the top that are going to have the best returns. Even stickers at the very bottom can have insane returns. Now, I'm not saying Mongols going to have 53 extra returns or anything like that, but I'm saying relative to the rest of the Paris collection, Mongols could potentially have top 5 or top 10 extra returns. That wouldn't be totally unprecedented. Again, there is so many different factors here. And actually, Mongols being a unique, I do believe unique to Paris, sticker, might have some things going for it. I don't know. Mongols might be a little bit underrated. Next up, we have Godsent. This is orange. Again, we get a different color here. So it doesn't seem like, there's any necessarily color factors at least. But one thing we are finding over and over again is unique. I don't think that Godsent necessarily looks that good. So I'm not going to say it's good looking. But again, that's subjective. Obviously, some people will think it's good looking. But again, very, very complex. I know a lot of people in Paris are really liking the simple stickers. They love the simplicity of Apex. They love that it's a letter with a cool color. But so far from Stockholm, we're seeing more of the complex ones, more of the crazy ones really performing well. And again, Godsent 17th at the end of the sale in Paris. That would be like 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17. That would be like if OG was the 4th best performing. So just kind of keep this in mind, guys. Again, EG at number 5, we have them at 21. Again, in Paris, that would be like 24, 23, 22, 21. That would be like if Greyhound. So again, the first page, if you sort from the bottom to the top, the first page in Stockholm did very, very, very well. So when you are buying Paris Hollows, don't just buy the top. Don't just buy Mal's, Apex, Gamer Legion, Furia. Don't just buy them from the top down. Because at least from Stockholm, it's not necessarily what we saw. But EG is definitely a weird one. EG from the peak to the top had some very, very good returns. Not quite exactly sure why. We can take a look at it. Right now, it's one of the cheapest. It's one of the worst Stockholm stickers. But this is a black. I don't believe that it's unique. I think we have, do we have EG in Antwerp? I can't remember for 100% sure. I'm pretty sure there is another Evil Geniuses. I want to look up Evil Geniuses Hollow and see if we can find anything else because so we don't actually. The EG Stockholm one is unique. So again, it's a black unique sticker. I don't know why I thought there was another one, but this one is black. It is unique. So we see from 4 of the top 5 having unique stickers. Obviously, we were looking at a time period before Paris even existed. So at this time, there was 5 of 5 that were unique. Obviously, if you include the Antwerp collection, but we have all kinds of different colors. We have red, white, blue, orange, black, and we have unique logos. We have complex logos. We have simple. I don't know, but what we do find out is that from the end of the sale rank, the average 72 divided by 5 is going to be 14.5. So the average rank was 14.5 from the top 5 best performing stickers from the end of the sale to the peak ranks there for Stockholm. Now, obviously, if we have the end of the sale to today, we might see a little bit different stuff. We have VP cracking into the top 5, which is, again, going to be unique. This time it's orange. I do think it's good looking. Also, this is a popular team, big fan base, stuff like that, well-known team. We also have Heroic at number 5, which, again, this is a unique logo to just Stockholm. I know Heroic does have 3 other stickers, but they actually have a different logo for each one. This is a good team. This is a popular team. So there are some things going there for it. So again, the unique ones are really, really standing out. If we look towards the bottom, we can see here Ents, Furia, Copenhagen, Astralis, Navi. What do they have in common? They are all not unique stickers. So uniqueness definitely being one of the most important things. Obviously, there are some other factors that are definitely coming into play here as well. If we can take a look at Antwerp real quick. I don't want to make this video too long, so I think ultimately at the end of the day, we're going to find a lot of similar things. But from the end of the peak, Antwerp was a little bit different. So obviously at this time, Vitality was not unique, but Vitality absolutely popped off. It went from, having like 25x gains. So I'm not exactly sure why that happened. But again, Heroic, we do know, is unique to just Antwerp. Fours, I guess, was unique at the time. Was Big, I think Big might have been in... Big was in Stockholm, but the Antwerp one actually looks different. So we did have a couple of different unique stickers up here at the top. The only one obviously not being Navi, but big fan base. Popular team, that kind of stuff. So I'm not exactly sure why there, but again, of the top 5, we did have 4 of these being unique stickers. And the end of the sale ranks were actually very, very low. All of these were very low. This is 103 divided by 5. That's going to be in the 20s, obviously. Average rank was 20.6 for the top 5. And we can actually see here for Antwerp, the top 5 is actually the bottom 5 in terms of the end of the sale to peak. So again, were the top Antwerp stickers, were they overrated? Were they overpriced? Did people just love the bottom end? People love the cheap ones? I don't know. But here we actually see the top 5 being the 5 worst performing from the end of the sale to the peak, even though a lot of these are unique. This doesn't make as much sense. With Stockholm, we saw non-unique ones performing poorly. But here we have Cloud9, Eternal Fire, Complexity, not unique. But 9Z, Imperial, Cloud9, and Eternal Fire, I do believe all at this time were unique. So that didn't make a ton of sense. But from the end of the sale to today, we can see things start to change up a little bit. We obviously have Cloud9 being unique. Furia is weird because it does actually look different in each set, strangely enough, even though there is a ton of different Furia stickers. Obviously, the Paris Furia is blue. This Furia is like a blackish type deal. So again, the colors definitely don't really seem to matter. It seems like people like all different kinds of colors, and it can really just depend on how good looking the sticker is. But again, this Furia Holo is actually unique because, the Paris one does look significantly different. It's blue there. I'm not sure if there is a Furia in the Stockholm collection. Obviously, I should probably know this at this point, but there is a Furia in the Stockholm, and let's sort it by the most expensive real quick. We can take a look at it. I just know that they all look different. Yeah, this one is black. Obviously, this one looks pretty similar to the Antwerp, but they are a little bit different just in terms of the colors, overall design and stuff. And then the Paris one gets very, very different with the kind of blue and pink if that ever wants to load. So again, not necessarily unique there for the Furia, but again, this one, the Renegades, was unique at the time as well. But the end of the sale to today, Fours obviously is no longer unique, and Furia is not unique, and I don't believe Renegades is unique either. So, maybe it's starting to matter less and less over time, and it's getting actually harder and harder to pick some of these winners. I'm not exactly sure, but again, what we can see here is that from the end of the sale to today, these ones at the end of the sale, some of these did really, really well. Now, Cloud9 was obviously the most expensive sticker, and it's performed the 3rd best. Furia was the 6th most expensive sticker. It's performed the 4th best, but 20th, 23rd, and 22nd all performed in the top 5 in terms of returns. We can see down here, Complexity was at 4th. It's had bad returns, and 9Z was at 3rd. Even as a unique sticker with cool colors, it's had unique returns. So there is so many different factors at play. Ultimately, what I'm learning from diving deeper and deeper in all this is that there is no one factor. There is no one thing that's going to tell us the best returns. But surely there are stickers that are both overrated and underrated in the Paris collection right now. Obviously, I would most likely from the Paris collection, if I can run through this real quick, Mao's being not unique, I don't know exactly how good the returns are going to be, especially it being as expensive as it is. Apex might be a little bit overrated. I'm definitely staying away from it. Maybe I'll get a little bit of Apex, but it worries me. Furia and Pain not being unique. Furia, yeah, it's a different color, but it not being unique, that definitely scares me. I'm really looking at stuff like Gamer Legion, like Fluxo, like Nine, like Fnatic, things like this that are unique borderless stickers with big popular fan bases and cool colors. That doesn't mean, again, we can see that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to have great returns, but it's giving you at least enough of these different factors to increase your chances of having a good return. You want to have these things that are overall lining up. But again, I might talk about what makes bad stickers in the future. I might warn you guys about some overhyped and overrated stuff in the future. But again, just because Apex is the 2nd best sticker right now, or the 2nd most expensive sticker, does not mean it will have great returns. We can see Imperial here was the 2nd best sticker, and it has had the 24th best returns, which is dead last from the end of the sale to the peak. It's had the 19 best returns from the end of the sale to today. It's not been great. We can see 9Z was 3rd. It's had bad returns. We can see Complexity was 4th. It's had bad returns. So be careful with these stickers that are potentially overhyped, overrated, and overpriced right now, because it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to see great returns on them, and they might just be, getting pumped up a little bit. So look for some deals. Look for some stickers that you think are going to have demand and going to have increased demand over time that are underrated price-wise, which honestly at this point in time might not be that many pair of stickers. Those might be hard to come by. We'll have to wait and see. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully I catch you in the next one. But until then.